All, welcome to Programmer's World. Myself Harish. If you are first time watching the videos in our channel, then I will give a short intro of it. So this channel completely deals with learning programming languages simple and efficiently. So if you are here to learn various programming languages in simple and efficient way, do subscribe to our channel and watch the videos and enjoy it. So let's get into the video. The last video what we saw about the string data type, and we saw two videos regarding the string data type. One was the introduction to the string data type and several inbuilt functions present in the string data type, and in the previous video we saw about the substrings, how to operate with the substrings concept, and various methods present inside the substring. So we told like in this video we will be looking into some of the sample programs related to string data type. But before going into the sample programs, we need to take a look into deeper into the formatting of the strings. The previous video itself I told about the formatting of the strings, but we need to take a deeper look into it as there are several cases or scenarios present in the formatting of the strings. So we will see one by one, and in the next video you will be seeing some sample programs for the string data type. So basically the formatting of the strings is done with the help of the replacement operator, that is the flower brackets, and using the format method. So there are several cases, we will see one by one each case. So the case one is the formatting, that is the basic formatting which I have explained already. That is this formatting is for default positional and keyword arguments. So generally this example I already showed it. So if I am having name equal to Harish, salary equal to 10,000, age equal to 38, if I just use the replacement operator and then I am using the dot format method, and the arguments that I give the same order, these replacement operators will be replaced. So the first replacement operator will be replaced with the argument name, and the second replacement operator will be replaced with the argument salary, and the third replacement operator will be replaced with the argument age. So this is one sample, and another thing is we can also inside the replacement operator we can give numbers, integer numbers like 0, 1, 2, and that one also we can see. So if you specify 1 here, so the first argument, that is the salary, would be printed here. If I give 0 here, then the 0 argument, that is the name, would be printed. Like this also we can do, or else we can assign a variable like x, y, and z, and inside the format method we can just simply assign the argument to this variable. So if I give z equal to age, and this is the variable I have used it here, so here age value would be printed. So these are all the various ways by which we can use the basic formatting. This I have explained it in the previous video itself. So the next case is the formatting of the numbers. How we can format the numbers inside the print method using format and replacement operator. We'll see one by one. So these are all the basic notations used. So small d is used for decimal integer, f is used for fixed point number, that is a floating point. The default precision value, that is the decimal values is allowed is 6, the default. If you want you can increase it, but the default value is 6. And B is used to denote in binary format, O is for octal format, small x is for hexadecimal format in lowercase letter, and capital X is for hexadecimal format in uppercase letter. So these are all the various notations used for formatting the numbers. So this is how we will do it. The integer number is, if I give just simply replacement operator and dot format of 1 to 3, it will be printing 1 to 3. If you give like this, inside the replacement operator colon and d denotes decimal integer, so it will be printing 1, 2, 3 in the decimal form. If I give the integer number is colon 5d, what this 5 is denoting is, it's like a padding space. So minimum we need to give 5 digits. Maximum if we give above 5 digits also it will be accepting, but if you give below 5 digits, those spaces would be kept as empty. I will show an example. And this integer number 05d, how 05d would be, what is the difference between 5d and 05d is, as I said, in 5D, it's not 5 only, we can give any number, 6 or 7, anything. The number that we are giving here, if the number of digits doesn't match with the minimum number of digits here present here, in normal denotation, it will be skipped on with spaces. But in the case of when we denote it with 0 and that digit D, in that case, it will be printing the 0 in the empty spaces. So I'll just show sample here. I will open the Python interpreter. So here what we will be doing is print of the integer number is, so I'll give here so first just I will be printing dot format 1 2 3. So if you take, I will be getting the output, the integer number is 1 2 3, then there is a space, okay, 1 2 3. So next case is using in denotation form, so D. So if I do like this, what I will be getting, I will be getting the same output, the integer number is 1 2 3. Now what I said is the 5D or 4D, anything. So I will give 5D. So 5D, if I give, what will happen is, if you take a look, we are getting the output, the integer number is 1 2 3, but you can see there are some 2 spaces added on. So here is 1 space and here. So there will be 2 spaces added on. This space cannot be counted. This space is already in our print statement. So apart from that, there are 2 spaces added on. So these 2 spaces will get added and these empty spaces will also be included. By default, the number alignment would be in right hand side. That's why the number is being aligned right hand side. So after 2 spaces. So since we have specified 5, I would have specified here 3 means we don't have any spaces because the minimum digit is 3 and in our it's also there are 3 digits present. So if I give here 5D and if I give 5 digits here, so in that case you would be getting space. So the value that we are defining here, those are the minimum digits that needs to be given. If it is not given, if it is given more than that, then there is no issues. It will just print the value. It's not that if you give more than 5 digits, it will be printing error. It will not be printing error. It will be printing the value itself. So if you give less than 5 digits, that is the digit which has. If you give the number of digits less than the value specified here, in that case, the remaining spaces will be filled up with empty spaces. But if I give the 3 and if I give 0 5D, what would be happening is the remaining spaces will be filled, will not be filled with empty spaces, rather it will be filled on with zeros. So this is about the integer formatting. And then speaking about the float formatting. So the float formatting is the thing that we'll be using is F. So in F also we have different things. We use 0.3, 0.2 like that. So this is used to denote the precision, and as such this value is denoted to use the total number part, that is before the decimal point, the minimum number of digits that is required. So it's not like it will be functioning the same as the integer. That is, if you specify 5 means it will be taking 5 spaces, and the remaining spaces will be filled on with the empty space only. But in the case of 08 or 05, it will not print all the spaces with the empty 0. Rather, it will be printing only the most significant bit with 0. So I'll just show a sample for this also. Okay, so what I'm going to give is print of the float value is, I just print dot format 123.456. it will be printing as such, so no issues. If I use the floating point denotation annotation, in that case what would be happening? I said the default precision value is 6. So we have specified only 3 decimal digits here. So the remaining 3 digits would be filled up with zeros. So this is how when we don't specify any precision value, the default precision value would be taken, and the default precision value is 6. So if we don't specify 6 decimal digits, in that case what would be happening is the remaining spaces will be filled up with zeros. So now if I give .3f, so in that case what would be happening? So we will be getting the precision value, the default precision value 6 would be overridden with this precision value as we have specified with .3f. So that would be getting overridden. So in this way we can override the default precision value, and then here if I give 5.3f, in that case what would be having? It would be just printing the value, no spaces and all will be coming, no issues. Why? Because the 5 should be the total number of digits. If you take a look, 1, 2, 3, 3 digits, and after decimal 3 digits, so totally 6 digits are present. So no issues here, we will be getting without any spaces. Now if I give, suppose, okay, let me give here I will exclude 1, 2. Just put 1.456. So here total number of digits is 4, but I have given the total number of positions should be 5. So now what the output I will be getting is, I will be getting 1.456 simply. There will be no changes in the output. So if I give 5.2 and then 1.45. Now if you take a look, what would be the output is, the point also would be calculated as a position. Why? Because here if you take a look, so I have given 5.3.f. So the number of digits is 1, 2, 3, 4 only. But this point will also be considered as a position, and we have specified 5 positions. Already 4 positions has been taken by digits, and 1 position has been taken by dot. So totally 5 positions which is getting satisfied, and 3 precision value that is also getting satisfied. We need not worry about that. So we don't get any spaces available. The spaces from the print statement only. So apart from that there is no spaces, it just prints on. But after that, in this case if you take a look, I have given 5.2f. So 2 decimal points, 5.2f. So in that case 1, 2, 3. 3 positions has been occupied by digits, and 1 position has been occupied by dot. So in this case what would happen is, totally there are only 4 positions, and we have said the minimum position will be 5. So in that case we are left out with 1 space. It's not that minimum 5 spaces are required and we have given 4 spaces and one space is being excluded. Not like that. So the most significant space would be excluding. So I'll just show another example. If I give 6.2f, now in this case how much I will be getting? 2 spaces. So as in we saw it in the code, like the integer value will be getting the same only. So here 4 positions we have given, and the minimum position we have specified is 5. So in that case 1 space will be excluded. In this case 2 spaces are excluded, as we have given 6. So this is how it will be working on. Now if I give 0.6, in this case what will be happening is, it will be printing the empty spaces, that is those 2 empty spaces with zeros rather. Okay. Now if I give 6.2f 1.45 6, or again I will be giving 4. Okay, let me give 4. So the precision value I have given is 2. So now what would be happening is, it will not accept these 3 digits, it will be rounding off. So it will be rounding off and giving 1.45 only, because the value is 1.454 and round off would be 4,5 only. So if I give 457, it will be printing 1.46. So this is how it will be working. We can give any digits 8.2, so that many spaces will be getting on. If I give 08.2 here, those many spaces will be printing on. So this is how the float formatting will be working on. So the total position should be minimum 8. After decimal point, exactly 3 digits are allowed in this case. If it is lesser than, zeros will be replaced. That is the case I showed. Is the default precision value. So the same case. So if I give 3 here, okay, I'll give 3f, and I have specified only 4, 5. In this case, the another remaining precision value, that is 3. So the one of left is left out. So that would be replaced with 0. So that's what. If the total number of positions is less than 8, then the 0 will be placed in the MSBs. If the total greater than 8, all the integers will be considered. If it's not above 8, we cannot give. We can give everything. So the point to be noted is for the numbers, the default alignment is the right alignment. And then the next case is to print the decimal values in binary, octal, and hexadecimal. This is the simple denotation. So for binary, we will be specifying 0:B. Dot format 1 to 3. If you want in octal, to represent the numbers in octal form, we use the format like 0:O, 0:O. So for binary form, it's 0:B, and for octal form, it's 0:O. So as I said, and for hexadecimal form, when we want the 0 small h, and for capital hexadecimal format, we will be printing as 0 capital X. So this is the sample output. So if I give a format of 153 to binary form, it would be printing the binary representation in the 8-bit representation for the number 153, and it would be printing the octal representation for the 153. So like this, it would be following it on. So this is one case. And when we are using binary, octal, and hexadecimal formatting, in that case, inside this format method, we can give only integer values. We cannot give other than any floating point values and all. So that's what I have represented. We can represent only integer values in binary, octal, and hexadecimal, and it is not possible for float values. And then the next case is number formatting for signed numbers. So the signed numbers number formatting is also the same one. So we are having two set of operators where inside the relational vector colon plus d. This is used for denoting positive numbers for integer values, that is the decimal values. So normal decimal format integer values. If we want floating point values signed numbers, then we have to use plus f. So for positive numbers, using minus sign is unnecessary as it doesn't have any purpose. So if you see the int value with sign plus d, so here 1 2 3 would be printing as plus 1 2 3. If I give int value plus d minus 1 2 3 means this is a negative number, and we have specified here plus means it would not be getting overridden. I'll just show sample here. So you can see the int value with sign plus 123. Now here I am using minus 123. The sign doesn't get overridden because it is a negative number, and even if you try to use the plus d or plus f, it will be not getting overridden and it will be printing the same value only. So this is the example. The same for plus f. So plus f is used for floating point values. And then the next case is the number formatting with alignment. What this says is the number formatting with alignment is we are having some operators to be performed, like less than, greater than, this operator, equal to. So these operators are used to perform for alignment. So these are all the set of operators. So less than, greater than, or, and equal to, these are used for alignment. In that, what is the meaning of each thing is This symbol is used for left alignment. This is used for center alignment, and this greater than symbol is used for right alignment, and equal to symbol is used to force the signed and the signed position, that is the plus and minus to the leftmost position. So as I said, default alignment for numbers is right alignment. I will show the sample for this. Okay, let me take the above string itself. So format 123. If I give 5D, what I will be getting? I will be getting 2 spaces here. You can see. Sorry, I get only 1 space. Okay. So now what I am going to do is, if I give less than symbol 5D, then how it will be printing is, it will be ignoring the case. We got two spaces here for 5D, since 2 spaces are missing. Now we can see the format 123 less than, so left alignment has been done. If I give the same with the right alignment, in that case the right alignment 2 spaces should be there. And in the case of center alignment, what would be happening is, so for center alignment I will be giving this, it would be treating the spaces equal. So here 1 space and here 1 space, like that it would be splitting up. So center alignment would be done. And for equal to, so suppose if I give here equal minus, and here what I am giving is equal to 5D. So the minus, that is the sign alone, would be moved to left alignment, and the remaining thing would be as same as for the number default element, that is the right alignment. The sign alone would be moved on to the left alignment. So this is the case where with some of the operators like less than, greater than, we can format the particular string for numbers. This is not only for numbers, next case is for the string. Even for string also we can do like that. So if I give this kind of thing, 5 means what this denotes is, this string, the string that we are giving should be minimum of 5 characters. If it's not minimum 5 characters, the remaining spaces should be filled with empty space. So greater than 5. So I'll just show the sample. Okay. So now it will just print drag, and here 2 spaces are available. To show there 2 spaces are available, I will make it as right alignment. Default, by default, the string should be placed in left alignment. So when I make it as right alignment, you can see 2 spaces available. So this is the, as minimum length is 5, so we need to specify 5 characters. Since it is not there, only 3 characters are there, remaining spaces are filled up with spaces, empty space. And then this one, this star, what is this operator denotes is, this greater than or equal to, or this or operator, these kind of thing is used for alignment, left alignment, center alignment, right alignment. And this one is used to fill. It can be any character like plus or dollar, whatever we give. So that would be filled up. How it would be filling up is, I'll show it. So now what I'm going to do, so if I give the center alignment, and here I'm giving star, how it would be printing is, there are 3 characters only. So in this case, we are left out with 2 minimum required position. So in that case, since we are using center alignment, it will be printing the character that we have given, star, here 1 and here 1. So it will be equally splitting. If I give right alignment, in that case, the rightmost empty spaces will be available at rightmost spaces. So wherever empty space is there, in that space this character will be replaced on. So if I give left alignment, it will be coming on here. So in case if I am giving left alignment and I am having the word like this, I am carrying 5-letter word. So if the positions are filled with characters, in that case this character will not be getting replaced. It will be as such. So this is about the string formatting. And then About truncating the strings, we can truncate the strings with this. Like if you specify dot 3, how many the first 3 characters will be truncated. If you specify 5.3, what does that mean is, I'll show you. So the first 3 characters will be separated. Now what I showed was 5.3. To better illustrate that 5.3, how it would be is, I will be using the greater than symbol. So greater than 5.3. You can see the 3 characters have come here and the 2 spaces, empty spaces are available. So what this 5 will be denoting is, the substring that will be truncating is only 3 characters, because after dot we have specified 3. So that would be 3 characters only. The minimum position that I have specified here is 5. So if we specify greater than 5.5 means, in that case we don't get any spaces. This is the case. And here also we can use the fill operator, fill character that I said. So if I give star means, it will be printing the star in the empty spaces. So this is about the truncating of strings. And then the next case is formatting the dictionary members using format method. So generally dictionary consists of key and value pairs. So here we are having a dictionary set person. Okay, I'll just denote, I will just show the example by the interpreter itself. Here I am having a dictionary person equal to age, is 38, comma, name Harish. Harish is not defined name. Why it's throwing an error? Okay, sorry. Harish is the string we have to define. So I have defined the dictionary here with the person, and I have defined the 2 key value pairs. One is the one key is the age and its value is 38, and another key is name and its value is Harish. So now how I can format this in the print statement is, print of the name is, I can give name of name, and this age is P of age. So here P is the attribute. How I can use this dot format, P equal to person. If I give like this, what would happen is, we get the name is Harish and this age is 38, we get it. So what is the code we have written is, I have given inside the relational operator P of name. So how it would be working is, what this P is, it is an alias name for this dictionary. So inside this format method I have given P equal to person. So this person is going to be aliased into this P variable, and this P I am going to use it as a P of name and P of age. It's not only that we can access the dictionary element by this only using this format method. There is another simple way we can access it, that is, so we are having the dictionary collection person. How I can access this, print the name is, just I am going to give the key value, and here inside format what I am going to give is double star. So what this would be taking is, it would be looking for that collection that we have defined it, and for that collection it would be taking the key and then printing the value. So like this also if we give, we will get the same output. So in this way we can format the dictionary elements using the format method. And then the next case is the dynamic formatting using the format. So this dynamic formatting is nothing but we can just define. So here what I have done is string fill align with. So I have given 3 characters, 3 attributes. So this one we can fill it here. So what I have done is I have given a variable. It's not a class string. We can give anything. We can give a equal to, like that. We can give anything. So a equal to fill. So I have given an attribute fill. I have given an attribute align, and I have also given an attribute width. So I have given 3 attributes. So inside this, using that variable dot format, first I will be printing the necessary string, and after that comma the fill attribute I will be assigning the value for the fill attribute as star, and align as the central alignment operator, and the width I will be giving as 5. So with this also we can perform dynamic formatting. I'll just illustrate the same example here. Just equal to. So what I will be doing is I will be defining 3 attributes, fill, and then another attribute is align. We need to specify in the same value only, that is the same order. So first we will be having fill, and then we will be having the alignment operator, and then we will be having the width operator. So I have defined this. I forgot to put the double quotes. The fill align with. So we have defined it. Now what I am going to do is print of s.format. What I am going to print are add comma. So the fill attribute I am going to fill it with star comma, and align attribute I am going to fill it with. We can give any operators. I have given several examples. We can give any operator that we want. So I will be giving first starting with center alignment comma, and the width would be I will give us 5. So now close this. Okay, s.format. We are getting an error. Okay, the fill needs to be given in double quotes because it will be a character. It can give any character. So you can see rat. We are getting it in double quotes. So that is it is filled with the character star. So if I give rat fill star, and if I give greater than, so it will be right aligned. So like this we can perform the dynamic formatting. This dynamic formatting is not only applicable for string operation, it can be used to numbers also, that is a floating value. So the same logic, num equal to align. So we need first I will be using the align operator. In the floating format and all, we don't have a fill operation and all. So align with, and then the dot precision. So by this we can get the necessary output. If I give the same value here, I'll just copy this. So I have given the num equal to align with dot precision of f. So I will copy this value itself, and the number I have given is 123.2.236. Align, I am giving the left alignment operator, and the width is 8, and the precision is 2. So since the precision is 2, we will be rounding off the value because we are having 3 decimal values, and then it is left aligned, and the width is 8. So this is about the dynamic formatting with the help of numbers. Then the last case is the formatting of complex numbers. So complex numbers would be of real and imaginary part. That one also we can do it. That is a simple logic only. So if we are having a complex number, in the replacement operator, what we can do is we can just put 0.real, and for imaginary part just put 0.image. So image. So with this we can get the real and imaginary part. So I'll just show sample for this also. C equal to 1 plus 5j. So print. So as we do for c.real, to get the real part, what we will be doing, c.real. So like the same only we can get. So print of real part. So real part would be 0 dot real, and imaginary part colon 0 dot image. So like this we can give, and then in the dot format what we need to give is we need to give the value, that is a variable. So here, so what I have given as C, so dot format of C, and if you close it formats to scale with precision. Okay, lost something. Real part 0 dot real and imaginary part 0 dot image. We get an error. Format specifier missing precision. So okay, sorry. Here we need not specify the value, the colon. So without colon itself we can get it. Right. So the real part is 1.0 and the imaginary part is 5.0. So we need not have colon here. So I forgot it. So this is about the formatting of complex numbers. So with this we have come out of the complex number and we have seen all the cases for formatting the numbers. I hope you would have liked this video. In the next video we will be seeing the some of the sample programs related to string concept. So please watch our channel and do subscribe to our channel regularly, and thank you.